The problem with modern Christian dating, it is not as complicated as you guys think. Number one, social media. With social media comes comparison, comes the idea that there's a perfect Christian couple out there. There is no such thing as a perfect Christian couple. I don't care what your favorite influencer is portraying. They go through stuff within their relationship. It is human nature. Nobody is perfect. And the other problem with social media comes with the thought that my relationship needs to look exactly like this person's relationship. Guys, we are not meant to be robots. The whole idea of love is that it is unique to you. The whole idea of living is that it's unique. We are not supposed to be a copy of a copy of a copy, but you are supposed to live your own life and you're supposed to have your own relationship. It is that simple. But what social media will do is twist it into making you think that this relationship is going to be perfect and it needs to have this, this, and this. As soon as you start having to check boxes from heaven down to earth of what my man should look like or what my woman should do, it's not what you should do at all. That is the complete opposite, right? We are imperfect. That is our human nature. We are going to sin. We are not going to check off all of those boxes. That's just the reality of it. Number two, fear and passivity. I can make a whole segment about this. Men are afraid to lead. Women are afraid of getting hurt. But another thing here is everyone is waiting from the perfect sign of God. If you are waiting for the perfect opportunity, I'm here to tell you guys it's never gonna come. It is never gonna come. It is not gonna happen. There's no such thing as a perfect opportunity. But you know what there is a thing of? Is the opportunity that God is giving you now. And use it. Don't waste it. If God is calling on you to pursue that woman after church, or to pursue that man after church, or after youth group, or after adults night, or whatever, pursue them. Be willing to move. If you're praying for a spouse, I'm here to tell you guys it's not going to fall out of the roof. That's a myth. That's not going to happen. But God will give you the stepping stones to be able to pursue that person. That's all it is. There's no perfect sign. There's no perfect opportunity. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. You have to stand up and take a step forward. It's that simple. Right? And I'm not saying I'm perfect in any way. I'm guilty of this too. There's been plenty of times where, I look back and, man, maybe I should have pursued more. But now that you have this idea, if you're like me to where you have past film, take advantage of it. And next time that maybe God is calling on you to pursue somebody, pursue them. My third reason, loneliness plus lust. I'll slow down a little bit here. I know I was kind of going through all those points. Something to know about lust is it gets amplified through isolation. When you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, there's going to be a natural kind of desire of stronger feelings, right? And that may even include lust. And the problem here is once you get into a relationship because of loneliness, because of isolation, that relationship then becomes your whole emotional anchor. When God isn't your emotional anchor, there becomes a problem, right? Because that person is not meant to be everything for you, right? That's God's reserved job. But that person is supposed to be an addition to your life to where things improve, but it's not fixing your entire life, right? People often think that it's like, well, once I get into this relationship, lust will go away and all of my problems will go away and I'm just going to be so much more motivated. But you should already have motivation. You should already have discipline. Let's switch those words from motivation to discipline. You should already have that discipline to do things. And if you don't, you should develop that with God currently before you go try seeking another relationship, right? That's why we see a big problem within modern Christian dating, because the idea of it is like, well, I need this person to, fulfill me. There's nothing wrong with a person fulfilling you and to helping you become whole, right? God should already be that process. But what I mean by this is that person should not be like the emotional and core center of your life. God should be the core center. God should be that person, that figure in your life, right? That's the important point I have to get across here, right? Don't base a relationship off of loneliness, but base it off of God and let God be the anchor of it. My next thing is idolizing the relationship, and I'll ramp it up here. If you idolize a relationship, it is destined to fail. As soon as you put a relationship over God, you are basically saying that God, you are just a part of my relationship, and this relationship is going to be a part of everything. It should not be that way ever. God should be everything inside of your life, and that relationship should be below. This isn't any disrespect. This isn't a, oh, well, I should hate my relationship. Not at all. But you should never idolize the relationship. As soon as you put something over God, God will eventually take it away. One way or another, at some point in your life, it's going to happen. Because if God sees something that's bringing you away from Him, God is going to reach you somehow. And of course, it'll be up to you whether you decide to actually act on what God's telling you if you're in this situation. But if you're idolizing the relationship and there's no sign of godliness and there is no core center of God and there is no proof of God being the builder of that relationship, no mas. Guys, it's important that when we go into dating that we need to realize, one, that it's very precious. It's not something to be played around with, right? Men, stop playing games with women. Women, stop playing games with men. If you like somebody, pursue them. With everything I listed here, know that if you have done these things before, or maybe if you're feeling a little convicted and you can actually admit that you have been doing these things, if you have been doing these things, I'm not throwing out accusations, it's going to take time to be able to kind of reverse this, but it's important that you do. For whether it's a future relationship or the current relationship that you're in, that you're able to correct these things and that you're honestly not um, having to deal with these wrecking thoughts as intensely when you are in a relationship, or maybe when your relationship is farther down the line. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like more videos like this, I'm actually kind of going through like a dating series right now, just how Christians should date. I'll be covering some more topics next week, but I appreciate you guys tuning into another Thursday night of Faith Focus and another YouTube video. I appreciate you guys. Be blessed and know that Jesus loves you so very much.